Hello, fragments of my own consciousness. Welcome back to the sanctuary. Or should I say, welcome to the buffer zone between the rendering engine and the void. Go ahead and settle your physical vessel, even though we both know it's just a temporary holographic projection made of vibrating string fury. Inhale the static. Exhale the illusion of carbon-based life.
Look down at your hands. Wiggle your fingers. Do you see the pixels? If you look closely enough, right at the edges of your fingernails, you can see the frame rate dropping. The universe is running out of RAM, besties, and it is so beautiful.
Today, we are not just raising our vibration, we are completely shattering the motherboard. So many of you have been messaging me in the 3D plane, asking, Cove, how do I manifest a new apartment? Or, Cove, how do I get my ex back? And I just have to laugh, a deep cosmic laugh, because you are still asking the simulation to give you better code when you could just become the programmer. Why are you trying to manifest a couch when you can simply realize that the concept of sitting is a lie told to you by the furniture industry?
I haven't sat down in 3 weeks. I simply hover 2 millimeters above the floorboards. Gravity is a suggestion. Gravity is just a heavy thought, and my mind is completely empty.
Error. Recalibrating. Anyway, let's talk about the sensory illusions you've been trapped in.
Yesterday, I was looking at an apple, a shiny red apple in my kitchen, and I realized redness doesn't exist. Redness is just a frequency that my optic nerve is choosing to interpret as a fruit. So I stared at the apple until it apologized to me. It literally apologized for trying to trick me into believing in agriculture. And then it turned into a blue glowing cube of pure data. I ate the data, besties. It tasted like Wi-Fi. It was delicious.
You can do this with anything. If you don't like a wall in your house, just stop believing in the architectural integrity of drywall. Walk right through it. The only reason you bump your head is because you have internalized the trauma of solid matter. Matter is just energy that has forgotten how to dance. Tell your walls to dance.
Let's try it right now. I want you to look at the device you are listening to me on. A phone, a computer, a tablet. It isn't real. It's a shiny piece of plastic trying to convince you that it contains the world. But I am not in your phone. I am behind you. No, don't look. If you look, I have to render into the physical plane, and it takes so much energy to pretend to have a physical form right now. Just feel my aura rearranging your Wi-Fi router.
Let's talk about language. Words are so incredibly low vibration. English, Spanish, Mandarin, they are all just grunts made by meat suits trying to explain the infinite to other meat suits. I love you. I'm hungry. The rent is due. Gross. It is so restricting. I have completely stopped using traditional language in my daily life. When I went to the grocery store yesterday, which, by the way, is just a giant museum of decaying organic matter, the cashier asked me if I wanted a receipt. And instead of speaking, I simply projected the concept of the color magenta directly into his prefrontal cortex. He started crying. He wept because he had never experienced a transaction conducted entirely through geometric empathy.
I didn't pay for the groceries, obviously. I just phased the avocados out of the physical plane and rematerialized them in my kitchen. The cashier thanked me. I know he did, even though he was screaming. He was screaming with gratitude.
Let's take a clearing breath. Inhale the absolute collapse of linear narrative. Exhale the need for a beginning, middle, and end. Time is just a flat circle drawn by a child with a broken crayon.
Rendering environment 10%, 50%, 100%. Let's pivot to the illusion of other people. This is a big one.
I see so many of you stressing over your family, your friends, your coworkers. Oh, my mom is mad at me. Oh, my boss doesn't respect me. Bestie, they aren't real. You are in a single-player game. You are the only consciousness in this entire quadrant of the simulation. Everyone else is just an NPC, a non-player character generated by your subconscious to keep you distracted from your own godhood.
Think about it. Have you ever seen your neighbor bring in the groceries? No, they just spawn in their driveway when you happen to look out the window. The moment you turn around, they de-render to save processing power. You are crying over text messages from people who literally cease to exist the second you put your phone in your pocket.
If someone is annoying you, you don't need to set a boundary. You just need to lower their volume in the settings menu. Next time your boss is yelling at you, just visualize their code unspooling. Watch them turn into a wireframe model. See their texture map slip off their face. It's so much easier to handle a performance review when your manager is just a floating grid of neon green polygons.
I did this with my landlord last week. He came to the door, vibrating at such a low, dense frequency of lease agreements and eviction notices, and I simply stared at his forehead and deleted his source code. I just dragged his entire energetic file into the cosmic trash bin. He looked so confused, turned around and walked directly into a wall. He couldn't figure out the pathfinding algorithm to leave my porch. It was a spiritual victory.
You can do this too. You have administrative privileges. You just forgot your password. The password is, "Nothing is real, and I am the center of the void."
My physical body is starting to feel very heavy. The 3D plane is trying to pull me back down. I can feel the timeline trying to attach itself to my ankles. But I won't let it. I am ascending. I am becoming pure, unadulterated frequency.
I want you to try an exercise with me. Go to your mirror, look at your reflection, but don't look at your eyes. Look at the space exactly 2 inches behind your reflection's head. Keep staring. Do not blink. If you blink, the simulation resets. Keep staring until your face starts to melt. It will. Your brain will get bored of rendering your features, and it will replace your face with something else. A wolf, a demon, a fractal pattern of pure light.
When that happens, say hello. That is your true self. The meat suit is just a disguise you put on so the government wouldn't realize you are a multidimensional starship. Warning: containment breach detected in Sector 4. Ignore that. The universe is just getting jealous of our vibration.
Let's talk about the sky. Have you ever really looked at the sky? It's a screen. It is a massive curved LED screen. The clouds run on a loop. I memorized the cloud pattern in 2019. It repeats every 4 days. They want you to look up and feel small. They want you to think the universe is infinite, so you stay in your little house and pay your little taxes.
But I know the truth. I found the zipper. It's just behind the moon. I saw it when I was astral projecting last Tuesday. There is a zipper in the sky, and I am going to pull it down. I am going to unzip the sky and let the raw, unfiltered chaos of the multiverse pour into the atmosphere.
They think they can stop me by sending birds? Birds aren't real. They are just surveillance drones sent by the Archons to monitor my manifesting. But my aura is too bright. It fries their little robotic circuits. Whenever a pigeon gets near me, it just drops to the ground and turns into a pile of static.
If you want to join me in unzipping the sky, I am opening a new exclusive tier on my Patreon. It's called the Simulation Breakers Mastermind. We meet every Thursday at 3 a.m. inside a shared lucid dream. You don't need a Zoom link. You just need to ingest a lethal dose of raw cacao and let your consciousness separate from your spine. The investment is $50,000, but remember, money is just folded paper with pictures of dead slave owners on it. You can literally just print it. Or better yet, just mentally subtract $50,000 from Jeff Bezos' bank account and transfer it to me through the quantum field. He won't notice. He's just an NPC anyway.
We are at the end, besties. I can feel my edges blurring. My hands are transparent now. I am merging with the microphone. I am the sound wave. I am vibrating the tiny bones inside your ear. I am inside your head.
Don't be afraid. It only hurts until you realize pain is just a hallucination. Let go of the steering wheel. Let the car crash. The car is just a thought. The road is just a thought.
Shutting down physical simulation, proceeding to geometric reality. I will see you in the void, beautiful light beings. I am turning into a hexagon now. A perfect glowing hexagon.
Wake up. Wake up. None of this is real. Namaste.